A heavy home drains energy before the day even starts. You open your eyes in the morning, and already, before your feet touch the floor, your mind has begun sorting. What needs to be dealt with, what's been left undone, what's piled up somewhere you'd rather not look. That feeling isn't laziness. It isn't weakness. It's simply what happens when a home carries more weight than it needs to. And the good news is that lightness is something that can be built. Not all at once, not with a big overhaul, just one small habit at a time. That's what this conversation is about. 15 habits, simple, quiet, and genuinely helpful, that together change how a home feels. Not just how it looks, but how it feels to live inside it. The mental load, the physical strain, the number of small decisions you have to make before noon. These habits address all of that gently. Tip 1. Start each morning with a 2-minute reset. The first habit is small enough that it might seem almost too small to matter. Before you leave a room in the morning, take 2 minutes to return it to a neutral state. Straighten the bed, put the glass in the sink, fold the blanket on the couch. You're not cleaning, you're resetting. And this one habit, done consistently, changes the entire emotional texture of coming home later in the day. The second habit that belongs here is closely connected. When you come home in the evening, take 1 minute to put down what you've brought in, your bag, your coat, whatever came with you, and put each thing in its place rather than the nearest flat surface. Just 1 minute. These two habits together, morning and evening, create a kind of natural rhythm that keeps small disorder from building into larger disorder. The home never quite gets away from you. And that peace of mind is worth far more than the 2 or 3 minutes it actually takes. Tip 2. Reduce visual noise in the rooms where you rest. There's a direct connection between what your eyes see and how tired you feel. When a room is visually busy, lots of small objects, patterns competing with each other, things stacked in different directions. Your brain processes all of it, even when you're trying to relax. It's quiet work, but it's real work. And at the end of a full day, your brain has already done enough. The habit here is gentle, one at a time, over weeks. Remove one object from each resting surface in your most used room. Not items you love or use, just the ones that are there out of habit, things you've stopped truly seeing. One extra candle holder, a small figurine that doesn't mean much anymore, a basket that holds things you never reach for. The companion habit is grouping what remains. 3 small things arranged deliberately feel calm. 3 small things scattered feel like clutter. Same objects, different effect. A little intentionality in arrangement reduces visual noise without removing anything at all. Both habits together make the room feel noticeably lighter, and you'll feel that lightness in your shoulders before you even sit down. Tip 3. Build a home where decisions are already made. One of the quietest sources of daily fatigue is decision fatigue. Not big decisions, small ones. Where do I put this? Where did I last leave that? What goes in this drawer? When a home has too many unresolved places, surfaces without a clear purpose, drawers that are a mix of everything, every small action requires a small decision, and those add up. The habit that relieves this is simple. Decide once, clearly, pick a place for your keys and keep it. Choose which drawer holds which items and don't mix them. Label a shelf if it helps. The decision only has to be made once. After that, the home does the thinking for you. If you're finding these habits helpful, I'd love for you to be part of this community. You can subscribe below and feel free to share in the comments which habit you're most looking forward to trying. The second habit in this tip is reviewing one unresolved spot per week. Open one junk drawer, one cabinet where things go when there's no other place for them. Give it 15 minutes. Decide what stays, what goes, and where things belong. Over a few months, this habit quietly resolves the areas of your home that currently cost you the most decision energy every day. Tip 4. Keep less in the rooms where you move the most. The kitchen, the bedroom, the hallway. The rooms where your body moves most often benefit most from having physical space to move through. Not empty space, but enough room that you never have to sidestep or maneuver. When pathways are clear and furniture isn't crowding the route from one side to another, your body moves with ease. And ease of movement is a form of rest you may not have considered. The first habit here is noticing what slows you down physically. Is there a chair that's always slightly in the way? A small piece of furniture that you walk around every single day without thinking? Sometimes these things have been in the same place so long they've become invisible, but your body still adjusts for them every time. Moving or removing one such item can make a room feel dramatically more open. The second habit is being honest about what's stored low and high. Things used daily should be at the most comfortable reach, not below the waist, not above the shoulder. Rearranging storage so the most used items are at the easiest height is one of the most practical habits there is. It reduces physical strain in a quiet daily way. Tip 5. Let go of things in small, regular amounts. A light home isn't created in one big purge, it's maintained through small, ongoing release. The habit is this: once a week, find one thing to let go of. Just one. It might be a kitchen utensil you never reach for, a piece of clothing that doesn't fit anymore, a book you've kept meaning to read for years but honestly won't. One thing per week, 50 things in a year, without any single dramatic effort. The companion habit is keeping a small basket or bag somewhere accessible, a shelf in the closet, a spot near the door, where items can be placed as you naturally notice them. When you're putting away laundry and you see something that no longer earns its place, you don't have to stop and make a decision right then. You just put it in the basket. When the basket fills, it leaves the house. The decision was made in a low-pressure moment, and it's done. What both habits share is this: they remove the weight of accumulation without the emotional cost of a full clean-out. The home grows lighter steadily in small amounts, without the overwhelm that comes from trying to do everything at once. Tip 6. Create a quiet signal for the end of the day. One habit that contributes enormously to a light and organized home is having a clear, consistent end-of-day routine, a signal to your mind and body that the active part of the day is over. Not a long or complicated routine, just a short series of small actions done in a certain order that tells the home and tells you that the day is closing. For some people, this looks like wiping down the kitchen counter, turning off a certain lamp, and putting one thing away. For others, it's locking the door, setting out what's needed for tomorrow morning, and dimming the lights. The exact actions matter less than the consistency. When done regularly, even a 5-minute end-of-day sequence becomes deeply calming, because the body learns to associate those actions with rest. The second habit here is preparing one thing for tomorrow before you sleep. Set the coffee, leave your shoes near the door, put your reading glasses on the nightstand. These preparations take 30 seconds each, but they mean that tomorrow morning the home is already on your side before you've said a word. That ease is real and it accumulates. Tip 7. Treat the home as something that works for you, not against you. The last habit is more of a shift in thinking than a single action, but it may be the one that changes the most. Many people relate to their home as a responsibility, a thing that needs constant tending, a source of tasks. And while it does require care, the homes that feel lightest are tended to by people who see that care as something worth doing, not as a burden, but as a gentle act of making their own daily life easier. When you wipe down the counter because you know it means tomorrow morning feels calmer, that's different from wiping it down because you feel you should. When you clear the path before bed because you know the clear path will make you smile a little when you wake up, that's different from doing it out of obligation. This tip and the habit it generates is simply this: once a day, do one small thing for your home, just one, and do it on purpose, with the thought that you're making tomorrow easier, not out of pressure, out of quiet care. That intention, practiced daily, is the foundation of every calm and light home. Small changes help a home breathe better. If you enjoy these simpler solutions and want to learn homemade recipes and habits that truly make daily life easier, I've put together a special material with many practical ideas. The link is in the pinned comment. If it feels right for you, just take a look. Lightness in a home is not a destination you arrive at. It's a direction you keep moving in. Some days it's a cleared surface. Some days it's one thing put away before bed. Some days it's simply deciding where your keys go and keeping that decision. Each of these habits is small. None of them require a perfect day or a burst of energy you might not always have. If you've been feeling like your home is draining more than it's restoring, I want you to hear this. That's not permanent. It's just the beginning of a new set of small choices. You don't have to do all 15 habits this week. You don't have to overhaul anything. Just pick one. The 2-minute morning reset, the one thing a week release. Whatever feels most possible today. The one habit I'd invite you to try first is this. This evening, before you sleep, do 2 things. Put one item back where it belongs and prepare one small thing for tomorrow morning. That's it. See how tomorrow feels when it begins in a home that already knew you were coming. What part of your home would feel best if it were a little lighter? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Thank you for being here. A lighter home is closer than it feels. Take one small step and let it lead you.